getting hot.
Yeah.
People are starting to call booking shows already.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'm gonna buy a van. At the time I had a G-Wagon. I don't know what the hell I had. Then I had a G-Wagon.
Yeah.
And I had just barely bought this van because I've been wanting one so bad. I had just got it. I think I had it maybe 2 months.
Man.
I'm like, man, we gotta hit the road, bro. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna sell the G-Wagon. And people looked at me like I was crazy. I sacrificed. I bought a fully loaded custom van, fit 8 people.
Damn.
I said, man, we gonna.
So you had to cut the team down.
I had to cut the team down, man. So, you know, there was some feelings hurt, and I understand.
How did you even make that decision?
It was hard,
bro. Just star power, or who you thought was the stars?
Star power, you know, people that wanted a little bit more harder than the other person.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody wanted it, but I just had to figure out who wanted it more.
Yeah.
Who had more of a look, who had more of an audience that was following them over this guy. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to everybody who was vibing with who wasn't vibing with who.
Yeah.
So it was a hard decision because all of them were my friends. Man, it was Wu-Tang, bro. I looked up to Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
And everybody was calling us the Dallas Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
everybody like, bro, y'all the Wu-Tang of Dallas, bro. So because everybody had different personalities, different styles. So it's like we made the decision. Of course, people were mad at me. I understand. Like I said, I'm cool with everybody still. Everybody, rest in peace. You know, Hawata, you know what I'm saying? He was part of the clique too. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we made the group down to 6. So we made volume 4, volume 5, volume 6. Then we started making mixtape albums.
Yeah.
We created the group in halves, like Street Sweepers here, volume 1 and 2. Then we did Automaton Latin by itself. We did the Goatee Rap by itself. We did Lil Ronnie by himself, Addiction by himself. So everybody started having solo out, Fat B, Get in My Belly. So we started having all this stuff.
Man, that just really changed my high school, man. I gotta thank you while you here. Like, that was my high school soundtrack. Like, 2002 to 2006, Tall Tees.
Yeah,
like man. DSR was just a big part of the Dallas culture. We
trendsetted, man. Yeah. We trendsetted. People, it was crazy. It's just like people laugh at that shit, but like, look, man, we started something and everybody followed, man. So it's nothing to laugh about. It's something. It was our culture at the time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The Tall T stickers still on the shirt. You know, the hats with the tags still on them. The throwbacks. That was us, bro. Yeah. That was us. No matter what anyone says, that was DSR, bro. And like I said, man, I think we did a lot of stuff. And these days now, people don't understand that. People like, oh man, you know, that was back then. And
that's what I was gonna say, man. Why do you think, as far as like Dallas in particular versus other cities, we don't kind of preserve we don't preserve our legends?
Nah, man, Dallas is a bunch of haters. It's been like this since day one.
Is it?
I've always tried to get everybody together, and it's never worked out. Like Atlanta, they represent all the old rappers all the time. Like they give up to the Jeezys, to the Ludacris's, you know, to the P.D. Pablos who had one album. They still give it up to him. You know what I'm saying?
Cause it's like New
York's the same way. You know,
Pookie and Lucci don't get the respect I feel like they deserve.
Nope. You know, those are legends. People forget about Pimpster.
Exactly.
People forget about Nemesis. OG
That's why when you brought up Nemesis, that was like I had to go back and do my research on that one.
Man,
like,
Fresh Rock Productions, man, out of Pleasant Grove, bro. They were they're like if you look at their little cassette tape, there's like 20 guys on that cover, man. Yeah. They recorded on Buckner at Mac Studios, man. Right there on Buckner, they had a song called "Carry Me Away," which was a big slow jam. It was big, man, and of course they had some hip hop tracks on there, but that "Carry Me Away" took off on the radio, man.
Yeah.
And there were, you know, a lot. You know, I went to school with Michael Sheffield, you know, who was one of the guys on that team. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have a lot of legends in Dallas, but it's like we don't continue to tell our youngsters about them. We kind of just cut them off, like, okay, forget them, this is us now.
And that's part of the reason I'm doing this, man, because I feel like it's so important for Dallas history, especially like we got another surge right now, like everybody looking at us. But they gotta know, the history, man. Like
everybody's looking.
I feel like DSR really kind of started that, because you got to think the 2000s. That's kind of when the internet came out. Like MySpace, we was active, so the word was spreading a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause I went to a suburb school. I went to Grand Prairie. I'm originally from the Cliff, but I went to Grand Prairie High.
Okay.
So shit, our school was on DSR heavy. Like we damn near thought DSR was from our school or our hood, because the way, you know what I'm saying, it just felt a part of us. Yeah. And then the momentum got so big, and y'all got the record deal. Like what happened after the Universal? I remember that being like some of the biggest news. It was Dallas, the biggest news,
but it was like the biggest bust for us, because we can't. It's like I tell every artist, man, timing is everything, bro.
Yeah.
And our time, I believe, was before that. or maybe even after that, but we came at a certain time when Universal was at a power struggle.
Yeah.
We got signed to Republic, and there was Universal split down the middle, Republic and Motown.
Yeah.
Millionaire was at Motown, DSR was at Republic. So there was a power struggle. We're over here with Avery and Monty Littman. She over there with Sylvia Rome. Camilla's over there with Sylvia Rome. So of course, when Sylvia Rome took over Universal, she a legend. She took over the whole marketing team. She took over the whole radio team. So they had everybody over there. Who was at Republic? Nobody. We didn't have no marketing directors. We didn't have no radio guys. So we over here just standing by ourselves. And Universal's like, George, just keep doing what you're doing. We're gonna help you out. Just keep doing what I'm like, dude, I need some national guys because I need our songs in LA. I need our songs in New York, Atlanta. We don't have them. We don't have to. Just give us some time. Give us 3-4 months.
Dang, so it's like, what really happened after that? Is that like kind of what you feel like that discouraged the guys? Or?
I think that discouraged the guys because they were like, man, we should have just kept doing our thing independently, man. We know, we got caught up in this hype with this deal, and now we can't even get this machine to help us do nothing. So we still doing the DSR local thing. To us, it's the local compared to the big machine. So we're like, man, it was like a setup to fail. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like we signed a major deal, but we're not doing nothing major because the major label we with couldn't do nothing. Because they didn't have a radio team, they didn't have a marketing team. You know, so basically it was just like y'all keep doing y'all. So we're like, ah man, we still doing us. So people looking at us like, damn, why y'all ain't doing BET?
Yeah, they looking at y'all like that.
Why y'all ain't doing, you know, the Billboard Awards? Like we there, but we were not performing because we didn't have the team at Universal to get us on those shows. See, when you're on a machine, man, they put you on BET, they put you on the Billboard magazine, they put you on all this stuff, man. So everything that we did, we actually did ourselves. Like The Source, we did it ourselves. You know, Fade, we did ourselves. You know, Murder Dog magazine, Ozone magazine, we did all that ourselves because of relationships that we had.
Man, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So everything we did,
was no point of basically signing.
No point. Basically, we just took the money and ran with it. We dropped 2 albums, and that was it. You
Purple Hulk and what other album?
Well, Purple Hulk came out with us, T-Town, without Universal. No, the only thing that came out with Universal was Eat or Get Ate and The Absolute Truth.
Damn.
Tuck and Tums album.
Purple Hulk.
Purple Hulk was stay with T-Town.
And I was about to say, so a lot of these albums, I mean, independently was just as big.
Just as big. Man, Southside the Realest killed any record on The Absolute Truth. On Tuck's other album. You know what I'm saying? Tussle was re-put on The Absolute Truth with Slim Thug on it, but the original track is the one that took us to the next level. You Can't See Me, the TUCK, all these records came off of Southside the Realest before the deal.
Hot Boy Tucker's huge record before the deal. So
so people like, oh man, y'all got big because of Universal. Like, bro, we already had 40 albums, 40 mixtapes.
What was the biggest record after Universal? Did y'all have like a Playing Skills beat or something like that? I can't remember.
Playing Skills beat was on the Universal record. That was we had what was that record? It was Playing Skills and Chamillionaire. I Know You Want That. That was on The Absolute Truth. Our biggest record after that was Caprice Music, of course. Tum Tum. We released it on the
sell some bread got put into that.
Well, you know what? Not even really, bro. All the records we did it under $1,000.
Damn. Well, as far as like that was a BET video. I remember
but that was on Relationship.
Oh, for real?
On Relationship, not on Universal. On a relationship that I had.
Yeah, so it was no point of basically signing, basically.
No.
Was that a regret, you think, or?
No, it wasn't a regret. It was a learning process. It's, you know, if you read up, man, all CEOs, we don't look at losses as a loss. We look at it as a lesson.
You know
what I'm saying? And it's a lesson in life. So my thing is, people can say what they want to say, man. It's just something that we had to go through. I had to go through. I think DSR had to go through to make sure all the new rappers didn't go through it. And so we took a hit so everyone else can not take that hit or not take that bad experience. So now these artists know what we shouldn't do, what we do. They see what we did good and they running with it, but whatever we did that didn't work out, they're like, okay, we can't do that, man, because it didn't work out for DSR. So it's a learning process for everyone that we went through.
And when you look at it now, Post Malone signed the Republic, right?
Yeah. But he got a 360 deal through Republic. But see, Republic is different from, 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Because we signed in 2005. Post Malone signed in 2016, 17. So it's completely different. You know what I'm saying? Than what it was back then. Now they have a full team. So it's way crazy. Post is my boy. We'll be at Posty Fest November 2nd. Tuck will be there, you know what I'm saying, of course. But
dope.
I mean, we just still doing our thing, man. People like, oh, what is DSR doing? Like, bro, everyone is still doing their thing.